Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and thanks for tuning into another how to install video on the channel today. This one concerns the Wars of the Gods mod, which is an Ancient Wars mod for Rome 2 Total War. And I received a comment about 2 weeks ago asking me to check this mod out, and I have, and it's actually quite fantastic. It's a really in-depth overhaul of Rome 2 Total War. Some of the things that he has done is he has completely reworked the AI, so they're not really the typical dumb AI anymore. They perform much more smartly and strategically on the campaign map as well as the battlefield. They make more tactical decisions, their armies are more balanced, and they seem to function just better as a whole. They focus on defending their cities, so the cities are much harder to take, and a couple of other changes as well with them. In addition, he's unlocked all of the minor factions for all of the campaigns in Rome 2 Total War, so now you can play just about any faction on the campaign map, which is a really nice touch. And not only that, but he's actually added over 1,500 new units to the game. And I loaded in and was checking out the Roman units because he did a complete overhaul of Rome's roster. And the Ensis Principes and the Triarii and a couple of the other units, the unit models are just amazing. Really, really nice job. So instead of doing my Napoleon tournament video, I decided to get this mod how to install video out because I wanted to get a little bit more well known in the community because it's a really solid mod. And the other reason is because 19 hours ago at the time of this video there was a new patch, so I wanted to have a nice updated how to install video for you guys on the channel. So I'm going to show you guys how to install it two different ways. The first way we're going to take a look at is the Steam version way, which is by far the easiest, and it's the one that I use. But one of my most common comments in the descriptions of my how to install videos is, what if I don't have Steam? How do I install it if I don't have Steam? So I'm going to show you guys both ways. I'm going to put two timestamps in the description. The first one will be for the how to install Steam version, and then the second version, the second timestamp will be for the Moddb version. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so if you guys have loaded into your Steam library, and you obviously will need Rome 2 Total War for this to work, and like I said, this procedure is actually quite simple. That's why I love the Steam Workshop that they've added in for the newer Total War games. I think anything Empire and above has a workshop, but unfortunately not Medieval 2 and anything before that. But yeah, so all you have to do is select your Rome 2 and scroll down till it says Browse the Workshop. And when we load into there in the search bar, we're just going to type in Wars of the Gods. Not Te Gods. There we go. It is late. It's after midnight for me here. But there are two that I've subscribed to. This is the main pack here. It's the one that has 5 stars, and I believe it's the only one that has 5 stars. So that makes it a little bit easier to find. But I've subscribed to the Blood mod as well, which is a nice add-on. But go ahead and click on the Wars of the Gods, Ancient Wars mod. And here we go. So it is going to show you the file size here, which is good. And it'll also let you know of all of the new features that have been unlocked. So feel free to read up on that if you wish. But over here, instead of a subscribed button with a check mark, you're going to have a subscribe with a little plus sign. And all you have to do is literally just click on this button. And then as soon as you do that, in the bottom screen here, in this bottom gray bar on Steam, you should see a downloading and then a little progress bar. If you do not see this, just don't freak out. Just close your Steam and then restart your PC, open Steam fresh once again, and then chances are it will pop up with the Rome 2 Steam Workshop content showing that it is downloading. If it doesn't, go back into this mod and then just click this button again, and hopefully it does download. And he has a little Wars of the Gods submod collection, so feel free to take a look at these. It's the exact same process. You literally just have to click on the subscribe button and it'll download it for you. And the real nice thing about the Steam Workshop side of things is that this modder loves to post constant updates, which are really, really nice on the one hand because he's keeping everything nice and fresh and he's obviously focused on his mod, but at the same time it can get to be a little bit of a drag for the Moddb side of things because they're going to have to continually download the newest patch. But for you guys, usually Steam is pretty good that once the newer patch is uploaded to the workshop, it automatically downloads it for you. So you guys don't have anything to worry about there. Okay, so all we have to do now, once that's downloaded, is show... I'm not going to load into the game. We'll do that at the very end, but I'm just going to show you guys in the mod manager. So here is the blood mod, and you can see that there's a little check mark here. And then this is the main mod pack here with the check mark. So if you guys are not able to click on this, this is a good example. You can see how there is an exclamation point here, and I can not click on this at all. So this may happen sometimes if the mod is considered to be, quote, out of date. And all you have to do over here is click enable out of date mods, and then it will allow you to select your mods. But basically, if you guys did not decide to download the blood mod, you won't have this one. But this is the main mod that you would want. So you literally just have to make sure it's selected and then click play. And that is basically it for the Steam version. So don't fret, we will load into the mod at the very end of the video. But at this point, it's time for the Moddb how to install part. Alright, so this part of the video is for all of you guys who do not have Steam. So if you don't have Steam, you're going to need to download it from moddb.com. I'm not sure if it's up on the Total War Center, but I highly recommend just doing it through Moddb. I find that Moddb is a much easier and neater platform than the Total War Center for finding the files that you need. But basically, I've already gone into the Wars of the Gods mod, but if you're not there, if you're on the main screen, you basically just have to go up into the search icon here and type in Wars of the Gods, and it's going to be the only one that pops up here, and you just have to click on that, and we'll come to the summary page. And if you click read more here, again, these are all the features that he has added into the game, which is quite a bit. Really, really impressive. But we're going to navigate over to the Files tab. And here's the only one that's up, and as I said, only 19 hours ago he has updated this mod. So this is the most recent version. So let's go ahead and click on that. And yes, we're on version 7.5. And all we have to literally do is click download now. And then we should see a little downloads bar come in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I highly recommend that you guys use Google Chrome for this. I've had issues on Internet Explorer where the download will actually not pop up. It's blocked in the background for some reason. I don't know why. But another thing I want to mention to you guys real quick before we make a cut is if your Wars of the Gods here, version 7.5, if it's just a blank piece of paper here, it just means that you don't have any extraction software downloaded. So I highly recommend that you just go to Google and type in WinRAR download and just download it. And then once you have it downloaded, it will show up as the 3 books here, meaning that you can actually open the file. If you don't have any extraction software and this is a blank piece of paper, when you click on it, it's going to pop up saying open with, and there'll be nothing that you can open it with. So you need to have WinRAR, or 2 other good ones are WinZip and 7-Zip. So just make sure you have that. And I obviously have this downloaded, so I'm not going to download it completely, but feel free to pause the video now, and once your download is complete, then we can continue. But we're not going to need this anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and exit it. And here is the Wars of the Gods version 7.5 patch, and this is a mod manager as well, which I've downloaded. It's very easy to find. You just have to go to Google and type in Total War Mod Manager, and I think it's the second one on the list. And then you just have to extract this to your desktop. Since you don't have the Steam version, the way it works for Steam is that when I click on my Rome 2, it actually opens up a mod manager for me, so I don't need an external mod manager, but you guys will. Just because you drag the Wars of the Gods into your data folder in Rome 2, it doesn't mean that it's actually going to work. It'll probably still load the vanilla Rome 2. So you just need this mod manager for that to work. But I'm not really going to cover that too much in this video. I think I did cover how this works in one of my Napoleon videos. But as I said, it's very, very user-friendly. So the Wars of the Gods version 7.5 patch, if we double-click on that, it's going to open up, and then, yeah, it always asks you to buy, but you never have to. And then just make sure to click through the folder to get to the file. Don't drag this folder over because it won't work. You need to get to the file itself. And for you guys, wherever you have it installed, it's probably going to be something like local C, program files 86, and then it's going to be like creative assembly, Rome 2 data. And mine obviously is through Steam, so I can't really illustrate that for you. But yes, yours would be like program files 86, creative assembly, Rome 2 data. And then you just have to basically drag this file over. I'm not physically going to do that. I'll show you that the download option, so you will see this downloading. But since I already have it through the Steam side of things, it actually will stop at 99%. It won't continue to download. So I'm just going to cancel that. But just wait until that's complete, and then just make sure that you see this patch in your data list. So make sure that it actually populated in there. And then that's it. You just have to go ahead and close all of this stuff here, and then make sure you use that mod manager to select the file and then hit play. But I'm going to go ahead and load in here using the Steam Workshop. And I'll just select that for now. And I'm going to switch over my recording software, so we will pick it up inside the Wars of the Gods mod. Alright guys, so we have loaded into the Wars of the Gods Ancient Wars mod, and one last thing that I forgot to show you guys is that he's actually added in some extra settings in the graphic options, which is really nice. So he's got like cloud shadows here, so have clouds throw shadows on terrain, can enable sun rays, film grain, which is nice. Hide dead bodies, this is something that's huge for those of you guys that struggle with the performance of Rome 2. Clicking hide dead bodies will basically clear them off the battlefield once they're dead, and it should really help your FPS quite a bit. And then we've got hide foliage and lightning as well. So lightning would be probably something I'd love to test out in the near future. But yeah, so let's go out of those graphic options here, and I just want to quickly show you guys the Roman roster. So we've got some Triarii here. We've got the Ensis Principes, which is really nice. We've got Veteran Centuriae for the Hoplite Pike Infantry, so looks like Rome is able to bring those now, which is nice to see. But yeah, he's done a really good job of adding a lot of different factions in here. Let's go ahead and pick, I don't know what I want to even look. Let's look at the Samnites here. Yes, Samnite Silver Infantrymen. We got Samnite Hoplites. Mesopoi Texoitai. Samnite Heavy Cavalry, really, really nice. But yeah, there's 1,500 of these units or more that he's added in, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and just jump into a quick campaign to show you guys that it works. And we'll go ahead and pick Rome, because I think they can start with the battle right away, just to show you guys that this works. And here we are on the campaign map. So let's go ahead and just jump into the battle here. So the Guaranteed Major Factions Empire script is now running. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I think we are able to jump right into a battle over here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So let's just hit these guys up. Looks like we got some Histati, some Vilites, and some Leves. So let's go ahead and fight the battle. I usually just do this to prove to you guys that it actually doesn't crash, that it was installed the correct way. So I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Alright, so here we are. Let's go ahead and start deployment. And I'm just going to click Start Battle here. We don't need to play this battle, but let's just take a look at some of these reskinned units here.
Every day is a fine day for
so these are the Histati.
So we shall have victory.
Then we've got the Custodes Corporis Legate. Just look at this guy, too, with the lion on his head. Awesome. Really awesome. Again, love the variation on the shields as well. It's really nice to see. And, of course, yeah, we have the Vilites here and the Leves as well. But that is pretty much everything, guys. So hopefully you enjoy this mod. I will maybe consider a Let's Play in the future, but unfortunately I've already taken more than I can actually handle right now with the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 campaign out. I only wanted to do 2 campaigns, and I'm already up to 3. So maybe in the future, if you guys were interested in seeing me play another Rome 2 campaign, that's fine. But take a look at this, too. It looks like the AI has split its forces, and they're actually holding this hilltop up here. So this is what I'm saying with the AI being much smarter. You can see they've actually got burning balls of fire here as well. So as my units come up, they're going to probably activate them, I would imagine. And they've also got a little sneaky flanking force here. So this is what I'm talking about. Really smart AI. This is one thing that I really didn't care for in Rome 2, is that the AI, although they just seem to spam crap stacks all the time, just take a look at my Senone's campaign, for instance, they just aren't really that competent on the battlefield, and I'm able to just win battle after battle against overwhelming numbers. But with this mod, that might not actually be possible. But anyways, guys, I'm just rambling on now. There's nothing else to really show you guys, so I hope you have enjoyed this how to install tutorial. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below if you have any issues, and I will try and help you out as best as I can. Until the next one, guys, I'll see you in the next one.